Welcome to Business Talk with Buddy.
Can't get enough for the tees and hoodies. Wrist game proper, snapbacks, we got them. Shoes to shades, we ain't playing. Subliminal fragrance is what we spraying. On the fashion tip, you know the brand to get. D to the capital, G with it. You can't be in it if you ain't.
Welcome to Business Talk with Buddy. Thanks for listening, everyone. As you heard the theme song to our next guest. Coming out of Freeport. Moved down to Atlanta. Awesome man, a family man, a coach. He works, man, and most importantly, the reason for this podcast, he owns a business. He's an entrepreneur, man. He's been at the grind, making things happen. As you can see, he has some awesome gear. We both rocking it, man. So, hey, without further ado, we'd like to welcome you, DeAngelo. How's it going?
I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you for having me. And first and foremost, man, I want to say, man, I appreciate you reaching out, man, and copping the gear, man. Appreciate the feedback you gave me. I see you rocking it, man. Hey, you the type of person, man, that I like to see my gear on. You know what I mean? So I appreciate that too, man. Appreciate the love and support for sure.
Hey, I appreciate you for reaching back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey, I love it. You know what I mean? I definitely like it. It's comfortable. You know what I mean? And it's fly. You know what I mean? It's simple, but it's definitely fly.
Simple will fly.
Yeah, for sure, man. For sure. So, hey, DeAngelo, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I was born and raised in Freeport, Illinois. I spent, my high school, all my school up to high school there. Played basketball, played football. My sophomore year actually played varsity my sophomore year. So that's kind of when my basketball career started. And I'm talking about the basketball career because from there, I got a scholarship to go to IPFW, which is in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Cool. At the time, it was Indiana University, Purdue University of Fort Wayne, and I went there on a full ride scholarship for electrical engineering technology.
Awesome.
And then from there, of course, I got into the work field. Did a little bit of process engineering. I actually have a deep automotive background. That's my main job. This entrepreneurship in my business is my side business right now, and hopefully it can flourish into a full-time career. But I spent a lot of time in automotive process engineering. Did some machine integration. Been an area manager, and right now I'm in an LPO, which is a lean process officer. So cost saving. So a lot of my business concepts that I have actually come from my career background when it comes to cost savings.
Cool. Awesome, man. Awesome. So, hey, tell us a little bit about your business.
So, I've actually been in business now for about a year and a half, almost 2 years, actually roughly about 2 years. The brand is Diamante Grezzo. What that means in Italian, it means diamond in the rough. The way I came up with the name, when I first started, I actually had a buddy of mine reach out to me. His name was Clyde Allen, and he knew I wanted to start my own business, and I just really never knew what exactly I wanted to do. And he found something, and he was like, "Hey, man, I got something for you, man. You might like." And it was actually called Alive Shoes. I actually see a lot of people now working with them. It's a great platform for entrepreneurs that want to start their own shoe line. So I started that, and the shoes are based out of Italy. So the designers are in Italy. They're Italian leather shoes. But the way I came up with the name, when I was coming out of high school, going into college, the coach that took a chance on me, his name was Doug Knoll. He never saw me play. He heard from another coach about me. I think it was a coach in Forston that felt like he wouldn't have a chance to get me to come to play for them. I think it was a school there, or it was another school somewhere. But that coach took a chance on me, man. And when I got that opportunity, I'm gonna make a long story short, but when I got that opportunity to go there, they printed an article in the paper about me, and they called me a D1 diamond in the rough. So that, along with the Italian leather shoes, I Googled diamond in the rough in Italian, and it came back Diamante Grezzo. Right. So that's how I came up with the name for the shoe line. And then from there, I kind of went off and did some other things, T-shirts, accessories, hats, watches, I'm just dibbing dabbling a little bit of everything at this point in time.
Awesome, man. Awesome. It's interesting how things like play out, you know. Like
Yeah.
you start out with shoes, and then somebody finds you, you know, and then they call you Diamond in the Rough, and then boom.
Yep.
You get a business name, and then you build off from there.
Yeah, and I mean, I think the name really came to mind for me because I mean, of course, where I came from, right, Freeport, Illinois. I don't know, you know, if all your listeners know about Freeport, but we had a bad rap for the you know, for some of the things that were going on there, and you know, I wanted to take that opportunity to represent my city. You know what I'm saying? And I'm proud of Freeport, Illinois. Freeport, Illinois actually made me the person that I am today. You know, when I got to college, man, I think I was 135 pounds soaking wet, but I had the heart of a lion. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't let anybody take something from me, take something off my plate. If I wanted it, if it was mine and I wanted it, you weren't going to take it from me. And that's kind of what Freeport put into me. And even in work life, man, you know, you deal with different type of people, and the corporate world can eat you up, right? But if you have a solid background and a solid foundation, you can make it in those type of environments.
Exactly. And Freeport's different. You know, like it's not big like Chicago, but it's small.
Yeah.
But the type of things that go on there,
yeah.
You know, as far as I mean, we can be frank. You know, what I mean, as far as like oppression, you know, what I mean, some of the racial issues that's going on there, the lack of opportunities. You know, you almost gotta like take a step back and look at it like there's not really that many opportunities. So now I got to create my own opportunity.
Yep.
And how do you create your own opportunity? You become yourself.
Yeah.
And then you just run with yourself, and you know, you begin to brand off yourself. And as a result of that, it builds that structure, it builds that backbone, it builds that, as you said, a line. You know what I mean? It's nobody's gonna take what I got. It's mine. I'm gonna get it, no matter what it's gonna take. You know, and that's what Freeport does. I mean, like, you know, because there's not many people there. And I'm saying that, you know, even from growing up in Freeport and living in Freeport the majority of my life, there's not many people there that's actually going to have your back, you know what I mean, and really take you underneath your wing and build you up to become a man or a woman or you know, or whatever you may be. You know, they're not going to lead you in a path to where you can be successful in your own. So
I'm gonna disagree just a little bit, because I think back in my day, I'm actually about to turn 40 tomorrow.
Okay.
But we had a lot of mentors, man. Scotty Lewis, I don't know if you know Scotty Lewis, Marty Sellers, Pat Sellers, man. Those guys, when I was growing up, we had a Boys and Girls Club on the east side, man. I don't know if you remember that building that was over there. You seen that building on the east side? Probably real old now, man. That building was actually, man, when I was young, man, that building was functional, man. And that was our sanctuary, man. We did a lot there. We played ball there. We boxed upstairs. We did a lot, man. And Scotty Lewis and Marty Sellers. And there's more, man. But those were some of the main mentors for me. Stephen Bell, in my neighborhood, you know, some guys that I hung out with. And you know, no knock to my father, may he rest in peace, he's passed away, but my father wasn't in my life. So I did look up to other men and other guys for guidance, and those guys were kind of there for me. And like you said, now I can't speak for now because I'm not in Freeport anymore, but I can tell you, and I want to give those guys a big props, man, for being there for me and teaching me some of the right things to do. Also my coaches, man, Don Tresmer, you know, Schwarzkopf, Lawfer, man, those guys were pushing me, man, and trying to make sure I kept my head on straight and trying to make sure I did something to not just get out of Freeport, man, but do something with the talent that God gave me.
Man, hey, shout out to them.
Yeah,
shout out to them.
Yep.
It's very few and far, but you know what I mean, that you find those types of people.
Yeah, no doubt.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. So you say you've been in business for
about 2 years now. I think I seen on Facebook, man. I really don't be keeping track. I'm gonna be honest with you, just because I have so much going on. But you know, the Facebook reminders always tell you, you know, 1 year, 2 years, and I think I saw it say 2 years, man. And I'm almost positive it's been about at least 2 years. Yeah.
Awesome. So what was your ultimate motivation for getting into this field?
Well, like I said, I mean, I always wanted my own business. I just never knew what it was that I wanted to do. And when you look at the, you know, our culture, man, we're all about fashion. We're all about shoes. And for me, it's always about an outfit, right? If I wear something, I want to put an outfit together. And in most cases, we want it all to be the same. But I think nowadays, when you're an entrepreneur, man, and you're trying to get started, you have to figure out a way to make your brand mix with other brands, right?
Mm-hmm.
For instance, let's just say, let's say Adidas, right? So with the tracksuits, and I've become a tracksuit guy here recently, and I really like tracksuits because, for one, you can take them out the closet; they're not wrinkled, and then you can go on about your day. And I wore Adidas tracksuits, but I wore those tracksuits with my own gear, and it looked good, right? And everything fits in because the material is just as good as the material that they're using, right? And that's all intentional. So, with me, man, like I said, it's really about just fashion, man, looking good everywhere I go. I want to look good and look good when I'm doing something. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
That's
man.
awesome, man.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So, what are your business goals? What are your ultimate business goals?
I mean, ultimately, of course, man, I'd like to have my own store. And I always start small, right? I don't. It's good to dream big. Of course, I got bigger dreams, but my first goal, man, is I want to be able to have my own store, whether I'm running it or somebody else is running it, because there's a lot with this brand that I know I can do, but my house is only so big, right? So there's only so many things I can put in it. But you also have to have a team. So to have my own store, have my own team, man, that I can work with, and help them out if it's helping them out, but continue to grow my brand the right way, and not rush it.
Awesome, man. Awesome. So, has COVID affected the business in any way?
No, not really. I think mainly for me, because mostly everything is online anyway. I've got my own website. And people always reach out to me through social media anyway. So everything is online. There are some people that I currently work with that buy my brand. But most of them that are buying it, they're all on my social media pages. So for me, COVID hasn't really affected the Diamante Grezzo brand at all.
That's awesome. That's good to hear, especially in these times. A lot of brands have been affected by it.
Yeah.
Definitely awesome to hear. So it may be hard to see COVID not being here, but how do you see your life after COVID?
I mean, it's definitely changed, right? Of course, the face mask, man, and then like I said, me and you were talking offline here, but my mother, she's a little bit older. She's got some health issues. Nothing life threatening, but if COVID hits her, it could be life threatening. Someone just close to me at my job, man, his father passed away from COVID.
Oh, wow.
So I have to take it serious, and I do try to minimize, the time that I'm spending around my mom and how close I am to her. But today's my birthday, so I'm gonna try to get over there and, see her for a little bit, but also wear face masks and keep a certain distance away, for long periods of time. But with it being my 40th birthday, of course I want to get over and see her and spend some time with her.
For sure.
Yeah.
Hey, like we were saying, you never know when that day may come, unfortunately.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. So you got to take advantage of it while it's here.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, man. That's awesome. So, hey, man, 2 more questions before we end out the interview.
Okay.
What do you believe your superpower is?
What I believe my superpower is?
Yeah.
I don't think I have a superpower right now. But I mean, if this was a superpower, I would say my superpower would be, my ability to be able to, I guess, read people, in certain situations, in life, somebody may be going through something, right? I think I've got a knack for being able to read people and be able to step in, man, and help out people where I can. And I call that a gift because not everybody has that ability. And most times, man, when I feel like I do have a read on someone, I'm most of the time pretty spot on. And I try to use it in a good way, right? I definitely don't use it in a negative way, but I would say my ability to read people, man, and my ability to be able to communicate with people, get things done, bring people together. Again, like I said, I feel like that's a gift more or less than a superpower. But if it was a superpower, that would be it.
Okay. If you could pick any superpower, what would it be?
Man,
power in the world.
I would say to be able to see into the future.
Okay.
Because if I could see into the future, man, I could stop a lot of bad stuff from happening. I could make things happen that probably could have happened that didn't happen.
Okay.
And just use that in a good way, man, to mainly help people in general.
Okay. You got a heart for people, man. That's awesome.
I do, man. I do. I've always been that way. I know sometimes I get a lot of slack from my family, my wife, especially about being too nice to people and always helping people. But it's something that I think that was given to me, and you know, of course, you got to do it, and you know, to take care of you and your family. But at the same time, I'm not going to turn my back on people, man. And I really enjoy helping people.
That's what's up. Yeah, I was just telling my daughter that last night. I was talking to her, and she's going through a situation. She said, "Hey, whatever you do, just respect them." So respect them like they respect me. I said, "No, treat them better. Treat them the way that you want to be treated."
Kill them with kindness.
Exactly.
Kill them with kindness, man. Yeah.
Because if you disrespect them, somebody else is going to disrespect you 10 times worse.
Oh, absolutely.
It's going to keep on coming around.
Yeah.
And then you're just going to have a hard life. You don't want
man, it's another way too, man. Also, I'm shortening your circle up, man, to bring your circle back in, right? I mean, you try to help people, and you know, you can only do so much for people, but at the same time, you don't want to turn your back on people, especially if it's someone that you care about.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what's up. So where can we find you? On social media?
Yeah. So I'm on Instagram. My Instagram handle is Diamante Grezzo by DeAngelo. That's at Diamante Grezzo by DeAngelo on Instagram, and then on Facebook. I want to say it's also the same thing. So I've got a business page on Facebook, and I also have a personal page. My personal page is DeAngelo Woodall, and I like giving them all because I think there's two different sides, right, of myself. There's work, there's my business, and then there's me. And you can't always share them all, but I don't have anything to hide, so I don't mind sharing all of them. And then my website where you can find my apparel and my accessories is Diamante Grezzo by DeAngelo.com, www.diamantegrezzo.com. And for those that think that may be a little bit too long, I actually got another one. It's www.dgbdapparel.com, and that DGBD is basically abbreviation for Diamante Grezzo by DeAngelo.
Awesome, man. We'll definitely put that in the comment section, and then on the video we'll put that.
And also, lastly, man, so I always tell the people that I actually come in close contact with, especially, you know, it doesn't always make sense to put everything on your website when you're doing something. So I don't always put everything on there. But if you see a picture of something on my Instagram, my Facebook, or wherever, or you got some ideas about anything, you know, hit me up. I'm always willing to explore different avenues of coming up with ideas. I definitely use my customers and my feedback as my inspiration to come up with different things. So please don't be afraid to reach out and give me some thoughts and ideas. And I'm not going to say I can make everything, but if it makes business sense, I'll definitely look into it.
Awesome, man. That's a real entrepreneur right there.
Yes, sir.
Someone looking out for the people. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Well, we appreciate it, DeAngelo.
I appreciate you having me.
Hey, one more thing, man.
Talk to me.
Tell us about the song. How'd that come about?
Oh, so that song is Ilmo. Is my cousin. He's actually a if you've seen him on Facebook and Instagram, he's a brand ambassador. And me and him were talking one day, and I was telling him, I was like, man, I want to come up with a song. And I mean, as far as the lyricists and things of that nature, man, he can come up with something off the top of his head pretty much. And I was telling him I wanted to come up with something for my brand. And he was like, well, just tell me what all you want me to talk about. So I gave him some thoughts and ideas about what I wanted him to talk about. Of course, I wanted to be me a little bit and also be the brand, right? And he came up with something, man, and man, I love it. You know, he came up with, he got the beat, he got the track for it. He dropped it, I would say, in about 2 or 3 days. You know, he already had it recorded, and then he went and got it mixed and mastered. I'm like, man, cuz that's the one. So I got to start doing some more. I mean, shout out to my cousin, man, for that Ill to the Mo. But I got to start doing more with that song, man, because I really like it. I mean, I took some videos and stuff of me dancing with my kids and stuff on it, and haven't really posted it or anything like that. So that's my fault, and I need to start doing more, man, because I'm really digging the song. I love the song. Yeah,
it's catchy.
It is, man.
It's simple. Honestly, I'm sitting listening to it. I've probably listened to it at least 10, 20 times.
That's what I'm saying. You know, he talking about the man can't get enough for the tees and hoodies. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's fly, man. I like it. You know what I mean? So yeah, shout out to him, man. You gonna play that for us one time, man? We gonna vibe to that one time?
Hey, we can definitely do that. We can definitely do that. Let's see if we can get this thing pulled up.
Let's get it. Yeah, shout out to my cousin, man. He's actually out performing and stuff too, man. He's performed that song a couple times and some other stuff that he did. Yeah.
Awesome. That's what's up. What was the feedback from everybody else on the song? I love it.
I haven't really, asked people about it. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm saying. I need a team of people, man. I need a team, bro. You know what I mean? I need a team, man, that's gonna help me kind of start doing some of that stuff because, like I said, me with work, man, I work a full-time job, 8 to 10 to 11 hours a day, and then when my son's in sports, man, when I'm off work, I'm going to practice, get home. By the time I get done getting everything settled and doing everything, man, it's 9, 10 o'clock. So I'm just working around the clock. And right now, thankfully my daughter's not playing anything, and I'm kind of chill right now. But man, with everything that's been going on, man, I want to be in chill mode, bro.
I definitely get that. I definitely get
that. But I got to start being creative though, man. When you want to do something, you want to make a move, man, and have a movement, you got to grind. You know what I mean?
Most definitely.
Yep.
Hey, it's gonna happen, man. You got everything put into place.
Yes, sir.
Everything going.
There you go, man. Yay.
This is it.
Crazy after dark, ill to the mo. You know what I'm saying? Hey, yo, DeAngelo. What up, cuz?
The beat is cold too.
Yeah.
Simple but fly. So 815. Diamante Grezzo, the business. Simple but fly. So 815. Diamante Grezzo, the business. I'm so 815. So fresh, so clean. Strike a pose, head to toe with my Diamante Grezzo. This diamond in the rough is turned up. I'm ripping runways and stages on the court. I'm clutch. Can't get enough for the wrist game proper. Snapbacks, we got them. Shoes to shades, we ain't playing. Subliminal fragrance, that's what we spraying. On the fashion, know the brand again. T to the capital, G with it. You can't be in it if you ain't G with it. Diamante Grezzo, the business. You can't be in it if you ain't G with it. Diamante Grezzo, the business. Simple but fly. So 815. Diamante Grezzo, the business. Simple but fly. So 815. Diamante Grezzo, the business. You can't be in it if you ain't G with it. Diamante Grezzo, the business. Simple but fly. So 815. Diamante Grezzo, the business. Yes, sir.
Man.
Shout out to you to the mo, man.
Hey, for sure, man. Shout out to you, bro. Like, that's dope.
You can't be in it.
And the fact that he put it down like 2-3 days,
Man, I mean, and he sent me like 2 or 3 different beats, I think it was, when he made it. So he had that over like 2 or 3 different beats, and that's the one I like the most. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's more of a swag vibe. You know what I'm saying? You can't be in it.
Yeah.
If you ain't G, I like that one the most, man. He had one that he liked, but I'm like, cuz I like this one, man. It's the one for me. It's the one for me. I like this one. So he let me. He went ahead and rolled with that one for me.
And that's the thing about business, it's personal.
Yeah.
Like the business reflects the individual.
Exactly.
I mean, so it's kind of like, this is the vibe I like. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm looking for. So, hey, let's put it out, and then it's going to attract the right people.
Yep.
I mean, hey, I seen it on Facebook. I'm like, I think it was Facebook or Instagram. I don't even know how we became friends though.
I think it was on Facebook, man. I think I might have added you on Facebook.
Okay.
Because of course when you starting off, man, you really gotta really just kind of just get out there, man, and try to meet people, right? So
Yeah.
I went on there, man. I started adding a lot of people from the surrounding area.
Okay.
Which was cool, you know what I mean? Because some people, you know, they actually chimed in, was like, "Hey, man, you know, I like your logo," and that's all feedback, right?
Yeah.
So if I had anything to tell entrepreneurs, man, it's always just listen to the people that's around you. Listen to, you know, the people that are telling you stuff, because if they're telling you this, that's how they feel.
Yeah.
So, you know, with me, I got a lot of feedback about the people that I was adding, even including you know what I mean, about the logo. So that told me right there that the logo was fly. You know what I mean? People like the logo. So at that point, it's like, all right, well, what you going to do with the logo? What are you going to do with it? You know what I mean? So, yeah.
And it's different. Nobody else has it. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
Like, you see, it's still the same initials of Dolce & Gabbana, but it's not the same. You know what I mean? It's different. It sticks out. Like, oh, man, what's that, bro?
Or it makes you do a double take, right? You like,
exactly. Like, wait a minute. You know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, that's what makes it so cool. You know what I mean? And then you're able to put the logo on hats, shirts. I mean, hey, even got the bags, you know?
Yeah.
So like, you know what I mean? And the watches and all that. So it's like, yo, this is dope. It's really dope. And it's fly. You know what I mean? That's what I like about it. I think it's fly.
I appreciate that. Appreciate you, bro.
It's fly. You know what I mean?
Sir.
Hey, I'm definitely glad that we are to build that, this relationship. You know what I mean? And man, get you out there, bro. That's what this is.
I appreciate you, bro, for sure, man. This is definitely, man, something. This is actually this only my second interview.
Really?
I'm feeling a little bit more comfortable already, man. But yeah, I appreciate you, man, for having me, man. And man, keep this going, bro. Anytime you want to do it again, even if it's another topic, it don't even have to be about my business. You know what I mean? And if it's somebody on here that you want me to, just come in, listen to, somebody might have questions or whatever. I think when it comes to business and entrepreneurship, man, we need to share ideas. We need to sit down and talk, because there's some things that I made up that I didn't know, that I may have ran across someone and asked a question, and they gave me some tips and tricks on certain things, right? So definitely, man, networking, that's key, right? When it comes to entrepreneurship and business. So anytime you want to have me back on, man, if I'm available, man, I'm definitely in. Most
definitely. Hey, if you could share one thing to an up and coming clothing designer or entrepreneur, what would it be?
Man, don't give up. There's going to be times where you want to quit. There was times where, I was spending 8 hours after I got done with work, man, trying to design this website. Of course, I had somebody help me with the base of it, but I had to put all the product on there. Just trying to figure out exactly, what type of t-shirt I'm going to use and all that stuff, man. Because I pretty much, man, did this on my own. Like I said, I don't have a team. I don't really have anybody telling me, what to do. But and it can get frustrating. Mm-hmm. And also, as far as your somebody trying to chime in, trying to call me. But as far as your brand, make sure, man, that you're putting out good quality stuff. Yeah. It's your name, it's your brand, and you only get one shot at it. And if it doesn't work out, you're gonna have to start all over again, right? Mm. So, man, put your heart, your soul into it. Treat it like it's your own child, like it's your baby. And don't rush. Take your time. And that's kind of what I'm doing right now. I'm taking my time. I'm not in a rush, because I want everything to be right. Is it gonna be perfect? Absolutely not. But you if something's not right, you handle it from a business standpoint, and then you keep it moving. Perfect example, right? And I'll use this with those bags. That was my first time ever trying to do a pre-order. Mm-hmm. I didn't know how that was going to work. And those bags took about 2 months, man, to get, and I was getting frustrated with the vendor, and it wasn't even the vendor's fault. But I did go back to that vendor and say, you know what, I know it's not your fault, but I just want you to be as involved as I am, because this is my business, right? But I got my pre-ordered customers, you guys, a little gift for being patient with me, and I appreciate that kind of stuff. So I just want to show my appreciation for that.
That's what's up. Hey, we appreciate you, man. It definitely didn't feel like it was that long, though.
Huh?
It really didn't feel like it was that long.
Man, that took forever, man, because I usually get my stuff, man, in about, I say 2, maybe 3 weeks. Yeah. And that's kind of what I was expecting. It had been about 2 weeks. Of course, the 3 to 4 days shipping or whatever, and that wouldn't have been too bad. But man, it was about 2 months. It was about 2 months.
Man,
I was so frustrated, man. I'm not gonna even lie to you, man. I was texting them people every day, man, over there. And then, overseas, man, the time is different. So I got to stay up to about 1, 2 o'clock in the morning just to communicate with them sometimes. But again, dedication. That's the dedication in life of an entrepreneur, man.
Definitely. You gotta work long hours sometimes. Heck, I just got off of work. Only had a couple hours and right back at it, Right. You right back on it. You jump right into it. Man. Hey, you got to. You got to.
Dedication.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Tell me, nothing comes to a sleeper but a dream.
Exactly. And they also say if it was easy, everybody be doing it, right?
That's it. That is it. And it's not built for everybody.
It's not.
Not built for everybody.
It's not.
Like you said, you got that lion mentality. If you want it, you're gonna get it. And that's what entrepreneurship is for. It's for those who got that lion mentality. Because it ain't gonna come in. Everybody ain't gonna like your stuff, and you're gonna get frustrated by it.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So, hey, we definitely take our hat off to you for, for keep going, for pressing through.
I appreciate it, man. Yeah, y'all keep me going, man. The feedback keeps me going, man. And, people, me seeing people wearing my brand, man, really keeps me going too. So, man, I appreciate everybody for that, man.
And your family loves it.
Huh?
I said your family loves it. I see pictures. We'll definitely be seeing pictures of them wearing it.
Oh yeah, man. My daughter, my wife, she be trying to low key like it, man. But my daughter, man, she go hard. My son, he's not quite, man. I can make kid stuff, but I'm trying to keep it, like the adult small.
Yeah.
Right now, just because it's for management and everything else. But my son, he'll be in that adult small here soon, man. But he'll see me getting her something. He's like, I'm like, man, you ain't quite big enough, man. But if he wants something, of course I can make it for him.
Facts.
But I really like to see the whole logo on everything, with the exception of the hats, just because it just looks better to me.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. It definitely does. It sticks out.
Yeah, for sure.
That's what's up, bro. Hey, we appreciate you for being on, man.
Hey, appreciate you having me, bro.
Hey, not a problem, man. All right, much love.
All right, bro.
All right.
Peace.
You too.
Yeah. Crazy after dark, ill to the mode, you know what I'm saying? Hey, yo, DeAngelo. What up, cuz? Simple but fly. So 815. Diamante Grezzo, the business. Simple but fly. So 815. Diamante Grezzo, the business. I'm so 815, so fresh, so clean. Strike a pose head to toe in my Diamante Grezzo. This diamond in the rough is turned up. I'm ripping runways and stages on the court, I'm clutch. Can't get enough for the tees and hoodies. Wrist game proper, snapbacks, we got them. Shoes to shades, we ain't playing. Subliminal fragrance is what we spraying. On the fashion tip, the brand to get. D to the capital G with it. You can't be in it if you ain't G with it. Diamante Grezzo, the business. You can't be in it if you ain't G with it. Diamante Grezzo, the business. Simple but fly. So 815. Diamante Grezzo, the business. Simple but fly. So 815. Diamante Grezzo, the business. You can't be in it if you ain't G with it. Hey, Diamante Grezzo, the business. Simple but fly. So 815. Diamante Grezzo, the business. Yes, sir. Diamante Grezzo, the business. You can't be in it if you ain't G with it. Diamante Grezzo, the business.